You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
Club.
Yes.
We have a special guest in the building.
A legend for all the wrong reasons.
Here
we go. Peter Polygamy Gunz is here.
What's up, son?
Yo, you be killing me on Twitter every Monday. I'm like, this is supposed to be my man.
He's not the only one, though, I'm
Everybody
sure.
kills. Well,
It's different when it's your man, it's your boy.
You kind of a legend out here, though. You got all your family living in one building.
yeah, how did you do that? How did you pull that off? That seems strange and weird.
That was a brief moment. That happened for a brief moment. Tara shook her head and was like, what am I doing? It was just, I get up every morning and take my sons to school.
Okay.
Like clockwork. But I go from Yonkers to Queens. And I was like, it's no bus. It's just my routine. I like to drive him to school. It's got to be too much. So I was like, when we all live in the same vicinity, then I could take them to school, put them in private school here in Yonkers, and everybody could be in the same building.
And both women knew about it?
Yeah.
The problem with it is that you can't sleep with both women and have them in the same building.
Yes, you can, Pete.
That's where things went a little left.
And then they speak to each other now.
Left.
They're coming downstairs. Hey, have you seen Peter?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me where he's been? Well, he hasn't been home.
I smell his penis on your breath.
Dude, right here.
Why didn't you just bring it all together? One big happy family. They knew what it was.
What you mean, like all live in one house, one apartment?
I mean, maybe not that, but they all knew what it was.
Because Peter be lying.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
She right. She right. Listen, they would never agree to nothing like that, and I'll probably end up dead trying to get us all under the same roof.
Probably gonna end up dead anyway.
I mean, it's possible. But I mean, it's worse because you have to know they're going to find out at some point. If they're in the same building, they're communicating with each other. You have to say to yourself,
well, no, that wasn't a lie. I had a discussion with both of them. And they both agreed that, hey, maybe that would be best.
what about that fake slap that everybody was posting?
That was horrible.
That slap was fake.
Well,
Come on, Pete.
nah.
It was scripted.
Let me tell you about. Hold on. Let me
We all do TV.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Let me finish.
Okay.
There was nothing fake about the actual. They added a sound effect, and I will never understand that.
But it didn't hit your mouth.
She caught my nose. My nose started bleeding.
Oh,
It was unexpected. Amina she don't rock like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was unexpected. What happens is they get in this. Y'all don't see all of this.
Right, they set it up.
Yeah.
They start saying a lot of stuff to each other under the table jabs,
Right.
and then it start getting real. Mm-hmm. And I think the one thing Tara said that really bothered Amina was, come on, baby, went too far. That's what he told me. You just something that went too far. And she got tired of hearing that. And that's when I wasn't expecting that.
Was she something that went too far?
No. I'm going to tell, hold on, let me finish.
So
let me
what was
finish.
that?
You do tell Tyra that things
You
just went
love
too
her?
far with Amina.
I do love her. But yeah, I did say that. You say a lot of stuff when you under the,
You just say anything.
When you're in the bed.
How many kids you got, Peter
Guy
Gunz?
right here.
That's a good question.
8, 1 on the way.
8, so you about to have 9. When the
My
last
son,
time,
it's a boy, by the way.
Oh,
when the last time you wore a condom? 88?
His name is Gunner. Y'all heard it here first.
Gunner.
When the last time you wore a condom? I'm saying 87, 88.
I can't remember. I'm just messing
Those
with
are
you.
expensive.
So
Here I am, R-A-W.
Oh,
No,
my
I'm just.
But
Amina really get rid of the baby?
Huh?
Did she really have an abortion? Amina really have an abortion?
Oh man, you gonna bring that up? Remind me? Yeah, she did.
So does it? How does that conversation happen now? Because Tara's pregnant and
Right.
Amina gave up the baby. So is that a?
Well, if you watched last night.
I saw it last night.
It was the first time it was the second time that you caught a real emotion from me. I kind of cried a little bit. I felt bad because when Amina came to me and put that on the table, you know the routine. It's like, yo, whatever you want to do, I support either way.
Right.
But I lean more towards that. I support you on that 1,000%. Financially and just time wise, it would be a lot. So after that, then you find out Tara's pregnant. I didn't want her to feel like you supported that because you knew she was and you wanted her to have, So I really caught an emotion on that. And a lot of people are like outraged. Peter, another kid. I don't have no child support. None of my kids on welfare, and it's not by myself. The women that I have in my life that I have kids with.
But you know what I have to ask you? I saw your daughter was on
as
there,
well. Yeah.
speaking with Amina, and she's like, my dad has a problem. you think about how it affects, say, your daughters who are watching this play out and know these women and have, you know.
You don't wear condoms. Know you like to shoot the club up.
But I mean, did that make you feel away? Because I was like, wow, that's sad to see his daughter on here saying my dad has some issues.
You'll see if you keep watching that. Me and my daughter, we talk about that, and I mean, listen, man, I'm human. So for me, and I love all my kids. I have relationships. I'm in all my kids' lives.
You can't blame this one on being human.
Yeah, Peter.
You're nasty.
No.
Peter, you're nasty.
You can only use that excuse a couple of times.
No, I'm not saying I'm human as an excuse. I'm saying I'm human. Of course, it bothers me.
Okay.
I'm human about it.
Gotcha.
Anything that I feel would send, you know, like I get a lot of on my Instagram. How you gonna feel when your daughter's in that position? My daughter has been in that position. My daughter has come to me crying about a dude cheating on her and stuff. You know, now. She came to me and cried about a dude putting hands on her. That was handled accordingly. But the cheating part, what I'm going to do, go to a dude and be like, yo, you can't do that. That's wrong.
You do it.
See what I'm saying?
That's real. I ran up on my pops one time when I found out he was cheating on my mom. This was years ago. And he looked at me dead in the eye and said, one day you're going to understand.
Yep. Same thing.
That's what
I had to apologize to my dad on his deathbed, you know, for some of the things I said and how mad I was for some of the things he did to my mother. And I had to apologize to him because I
did the same thing.
Yeah.
As much as you try to avoid being like your pops, you end up just like him.
Yeah, you just got to remember, you know, you have the, you know, Tara, Amina, whomever else you might be dealing with out there has a mother.
Mm-hmm.
They have brothers, they have sisters, and
How does their family look at you?
oh man, yo, I used to be at the dinner table with Tara's family. Used to love me. You know, her mother still has a big heart, still loves me. Her brother's is hurt. You know, somebody that you look up to and love, and this is Peter, and Peter's like family. All of a sudden, they see you on the show, you know, and they see what you're doing to their daughter. A lot of things they didn't know.
Right.
And now they look at you in a different light. It bothers me, too.
They doing a lot of it to themselves, too, though. Because they're sticking around.
I mean, you know what it is. You're making decisions.
Yes.
These women are making decisions.
Come on.
And know what it is.
Yeah, but you know what? As a man and somebody that, you know, that they love and an older man, sometimes you got to take the wheel and be like, you know what? Let me, you know, I love you. I got to stop this. I got to stop. And I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, you're not taking the wheel. And that's why it's up to them now. They see you, the moves that you're making, the things that you're doing.
Right.
And at a certain point, you have to be like, I'm not going for this anymore.
I agree. You know, I can't give it away, but somebody gets to that point. Because I always said somebody got to step out the circle.
Right.
Somebody got to do it. I ain't doing it, you know, and not telling them all the time. You know, if Amina and Tara come to me and say, won't you just leave me? Why are you doing this? Well, won't you just leave? I'm same way you in love and it's hard to get out. Same thing here.
Did you purposely get them pregnant? Because I'm sure you had to know while you were having unprotected sex and you know, inside of somebody.
He just be having sex raw and shooting clubs up.
You don't pull out or nothing?
You don't worry about STDs?
You don't do a rhythm
No,
method?
that pull out stuff. What? No, you know, I got a little drip. I'm old.
You don't worry about STDs?
Yeah, that's real, man.
Have you ever had any?
Of course. No. Not since.
Have you gotten tested?
Nah, yeah, I get tested. I get tested all the time. Kind of. This is gonna sound wrong, man.
No,
you know,
it's
you
not.
feel
Come
safe with the. I feel safe with
the home team.
You got
Right.
10 kids. What is the home team for you, Peter?
Oh man, my
You're
kids,
always playing away.
10 kids. Yo, listen, man. Somebody said to me yesterday, yo, you should have got a vasectomy a long time ago. And
that doesn't work.
That would mean I would have to figure out which kids I regret and want to erase.
Right.
And I don't regret
No,
none of
vasectomy
mine.
doesn't mean you're erasing kids. It means you're preventing future.
But if you say, Peter, you should have did that 10 years ago, we got to start
Maybe
talking
now
about.
it's something to consider.
But do you decide,
definitely.
Do you decide which one is better in bed because they both can't be the same?
Who got the best poom poom?
Yo,
Amina
come
and Tara.
on, man. Yeah, ask it if you want to. Who y'all talking about? We got to talk about some old stuff. We can't talk about them two like that.
But that's the ones everybody know. I saw that on Twitter yesterday. Like, yeah, I wonder who got the best box.
Hey, man, come on, man. I'm not answering. I'm not talking.
If it came down
But I will say this.
They're
entirely different.
As
And
they
I
should
feel
be.
bad.
One
No,
reserve, one
no,
is
not
CPS.
just that.
I mean,
No.
it's European. So
Just different, just different personalities, just different everything. Because people are like, you know, they just totally different. And I feel bad because they would be actually really cool if not for me.
They would like each other if it wasn't
Yes.
for you.
And I feel bad about that.
How about the kids? Do they allow the kids to be around each other and, you know?
Amina was more open to that. Tara was a little bit rejected to that.
Right.
How are you providing for your little Wu-Tang clan before Love and Hip Hop?
It's rough, man. I was out here, was making it, but you know, I can't take the credit. Like I said, I chose wisely. You know, my kids' mothers, I can't say what they do and who they are. They would kill me. But they, you know, Peter, when he got, he gives. When he ain't got, I can't knock. I know who I got with. A rapper, high school dropout, felon. That's who I got with. He got it. Now, right now, I'm in a position where I could take care of him and send extras and do a little extra. There might be a time I can't, and they remember that.
So you only been doing Love and Hip Hop for a few years. So prior to this, I guess between Uptown Baby and that, you just didn't have income coming in.
Come on, man! You gotta have income coming in.
He had a show with his son, with Corey.
Well, I was something about
let's
that.
not forget that.
You know, amongst other things that I was doing, and then you know, just keeping afloat with you know, putting things out there, nothing negative, just doing
no
things.
No scamming or nothing. You wasn't.
No, man. No, at a certain age, you start believing in. You know, I can't go back. Yeah. I'm a felon. I don't want to go back.
Are your other baby mamas embarrassed by you? Like, don't you tell anybody you my baby daddy?
Absolutely.
I mean, they love me. I think it's, you know, this is the crazy, man. I can't walk through a mall without people mobbing me for pictures. I can't go down Times Square. I can't go. So what you see on
it? Be just walking through the mall, Peter Gunz. Why you just walking through the mall?
I love the mall.
He has to go out still.
I love going out. Can't go to the movies. Can't do nothing. So, but if you look on the internet, I'm just the most hated person in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you walk down the street with me, it'd be like, you wouldn't believe it. So I try to tell my kids' mother, stop ignoring what's, you know, because shout out to New Orleans, my kid mom out in New Orleans. Erica, I said your name, so what? I love you. She mad at me, but I love her, Kennedy and Phoenix. But, you know, they look at what people are saying on Instagram because that's all they know.
Right.
And they don't, you know, but, you know, I try to get a little money off to everybody and just, you know, listen. It could be a lot worse.
Now, respect.
At my age, I'm relevant in pop culture for maybe the wrong reasons, like Charlamagne said, but I'll take it.
Now, respect something I seen you do. I was DJing a brunch, and you were there, and you had all your baby mothers and all your kids there.
Yeah,
all of them.
Well, about 4 of them.
4 of them. How did you pull that off?
They you know, they just get along.
Some of it's old news.
All my kids have to be around each other.
Right.
Now, you might have one that don't want the kid around this one, but that's rare. You know, I have one situation where this one can't be around this one. But for the most part, it's all love.
Like you do that often where you have the whole family there?
As often as I can. You know, my family was here from New Orleans, and when they come from New Orleans, my kids come from New Orleans, I want them to see their brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. So I try to pull it together. If you can't do that, I mean, it's the least you could do is try to make sure everybody get along. That's Get Soul, by the way. I'm part owner of that. A little small piece of that restaurant up in New Rochelle. Stop through Soul Food.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come there now because you own it. You can't.
The food was dope. The restaurant's actually dope.
Yeah, just saying, this is my boy.
Now, ironically, do you feel like a lot of women are still trying to get with you even though they see the type of things that are going on?
It's ridiculous. And I'm not saying that just to try to brag. It's really ridiculous. And I think that's because people like Cardi B and other people saying, oh, it must be the D.
Right.
Because he broke, he old, he ain't got, you know, that kind of stuff. And what's sad about that, what bothers me most about that is that people judge you from 5 minutes. Like at the most, you see me on that show, if you add it up all the time, 4 to 5 minutes.
But you had to know that's what's going to happen because
that's
for people
fine.
That are not familiar, that's what they know.
You know what you signed up for.
But no, that's 100% okay with me. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't say, you know, it doesn't show my personality, doesn't show why Tara and Amina might like me outside of the D.
We just see why they might not like you.
Right. So, because people go, I don't understand what they see in him. He's just, because you only see him 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes is scum.
Do you use condoms on these new girls? Like when you out hosting parties?
What new girls? Ain't no
these new girls that's coming to give Peter Gunz the Peter Gunz groupies.
Nah, man, I'm not messing. I'm not bringing nothing new in the circle. That's over with. But,
meaning you're not wearing condoms. I'm not bringing nothing new in the circle. I started off without wearing condoms. I'm not going to start wearing them now.
I done told you. Here I am. R-A-W.
That is just disgusting. Peter.
I'm just playing, man.
No, you're not.
You changed.
You got 10 kids.
You changed. You changed. You changed, Charlamagne.
I'm a married man. I wear condoms now, Pete.
With your wife?
Wait, with your wife?
I'm just playing.
What is he talking about?
You got Self into the creep squad. I see Self was part of your creep squad.
Self was creep squad long before Peter Gunz came
Self
on.
was
now
creep
he's just
squad.
more public
but
about
Self
it.
and them, you know, Self and them is the fluff. I call everybody the fluff around me.
He's the fluff.
Yeah, because you get to come in and say, I'm going to show this, I'm not going to show that. Peter Gunz coming to say whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dig it up, find it, bring it.
What's up with Self and Pap? Pap who's?
Oh, what you heard? You heard
Well,
something?
man, you tell me. Well, I'm hearing some
What
things.
you
What's
mean?
going
What
on?
happened with Self and Pap?
You tell us, Gunz.
Well, I guess I could tell it ain't gonna play out on TV. All right, they're gonna be mad at me. Self might be mad, it's my man. But listen, we had a scene where me, Self, and Rich and us at the restaurant. Our restaurant, I was showing my new restaurant.
Right.
Very small minority owners restaurant gets sold. But we did a scene there because that's one of the things. If once I give up, I always say, yo, y'all gotta at least show me doing something to show my restaurant. So we do a scene there.
Right.
Shit, I can't look like I'm just, you know what I mean?
Out here having sex with everything raw.
Come on, man.
Causing
This is
abortions
raw
all
stuff.
over
I
the
can't
place.
play the raw game with you no more. But anyway, we sit in this scene for an hour and a half. We roll up together, me, Richard, Pap, and Self, get out the car together. We sit down, have a nice long conversation. End of the scene, Pap doused Self with I don't know if it was a drink or water.
No.
I heard it was a drink water.
No.
Pap don't really drink, but he was drinking that
No.
day.
Why did the God Pap do that to the God?
Y'all
Self?
better stop, man. Y'all gonna give me. I shouldn't have told y'all this.
Why
Self,
did that
what,
happen?
Self, his mad Self don't play his music. What was it?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we
yeah.
got a winner.
Oh,
What happened was, true. I'm snitching, yo.
Self probably said something like, "Yo, Pap, you just ain't that hot" or something.
No,
like that.
no,
What?
no.
What?
That was the weird thing. Everything was great. We
Pat probably had texted
Listen,
Self a couple
let me
times.
tell you how-
Self ain't hit him back.
Let me tell you how Love and Hip
Pat
Hop
back
works.
right now, man.
They don't put ceramic on the table.
They only use.
They
yeah.
don't put knives and forks on the table. For our scene, they had all of that
Y'all
it's
never
like
eat.
It's
I
like a
never
bunch
see
of
y'all
guys.
eat.
They're not thinking it's gonna be a fight.
no, I eat.
Right.
It was a good scene. And then we taking the mics off, and I'm looking next thing you know, water or drink.
For what, though,
And
Peter
then I hear
Gunz?
Pap, I don't mess with so Self is telling, yo, that's my man, telling security, that's my man. Pap, like, I'm not your man, yo. Like,
Whoa.
and then he walks down the steps. I'm in shock
Right.
because we had a good scene. It was just came out of
Everything was
nowhere.
fine.
So I said, let me go holler at Pap.
Right.
They was like, yo, he on fire. He said he ain't messing with nobody. I said, they ain't talking about me. Let me go holler at them because I just weird to me. I need to figure out what happened.
Right.
But down the steps, he said, yo, OG, that's not for you, OG. I don't mess with niggas. I was asking what was wrong. He said, yo, Envy kept in the scene. I didn't catch this, but Envy kept, Self kept
I was
singing.
like,
Sorry,
Envy did
Envy.
that too?
Self kept singing Down in the DMs. In this particular scene, he kept going down. It goes down in the DMs. And Pat was like, yo, he's singing that. He ain't showing New York. You know, New York no love. He ain't showing
They
us
go
no
to down
love.
south music.
Yo, my man. It was the weirdest thing. So I went back upstairs, but it was.
Pap is crazy.
Why
So-
was Self singing that?
No, it was relevant to the things
Oh,
that
okay,
was
okay.
going
Yes, I
on.
got you.
Like say we say, yo, come on, man. It's like the waitress is serving us and he trying to holler at the waitress or whatever. And I'm saying, yo, you always trying to holler at you. Yep. And it's going right now. It's going down in the DM. And who knows? Pap don't really drink. And I think Pap was drinking that day. I think he's sitting there like, yo, what? Things was coming
So
to
Pap
him.
was probably already pressing Self about being on Down South and not playing
Right.
enough New York artists.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Show
then
your
Self
hometown
singing
some
Down
support.
South records in front of Pap.
Yeah, but at the same time,
is
Self
crazy,
had
man.
just played Pat record the day before, was, hitting him up. Let me tell y'all, this is the thing. It was, if it had happened from the beginning, it happened at the end. And that's what was like, damn, it just didn't make no sense. And then it's the end of the season, so you would never see this on the show.
Right.
That's why this could have went under the table until Peter Gunz opened his mouth up and Envy dragged it out.
It's a random drink throw.
Pap just threw some water on Self to wake Self up real quick.
Drink
That's
up.
all. Wake up, man.
Aw, Self.
Now, Peter,
Self is a good dude, though, man. I like Self a
Self and
lot.
Pap are good
I
dudes.
didn't meet Self until we did the show.
Really?
Yeah.
You
and
never met. Oh, that's crazy.
I'm,
well, you
maybe.
was around before Self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I came up with the Jay-Z's in them.
Now, Peter, do you want to stay married?
Are you still married?
Yeah, I'm still married.
Who you married to?
See, all y'all
Amina,
people out
stop
there
it.
talking about I'm married for the papers and all that. Yeah, I'm still married.
Who you married to?
Amina.
I
Butterfly.
can't tell. Amina. Okay.
Do you want to stay
Man, you gonna
married
leave
though?
my wife alone, by the way, huh?
Do you want to stay married?
Yeah.
The
And
who?
have another
I'm not
kid?
sure that's gonna happen though.
So you're married? Wow.
How many abortions have you caused in your life, Peter?
I mean, that's something I can't disclose right here.
You already got 10 kids, so I'm just going to use the law of numbers. I'm going to say you've had at least 15.
No, man, that's disgusting. Listen, I'm not proud of those either.
Do the women consult with you before they have them? Because it don't seem like Amina consulted with you.
I mean, most women want money.
The $350.
I'm gonna pay for that. You gotta pay for that. Then you ain't gonna I'm just not gonna do that. But nah, it's some, there was a time that wasn't even an option. People see you on TV, think you got money, and that wasn't even an option. But fortunately for me, I don't have any kids with women that's
not doing nothing.
No, yeah, that would be terrible. I feel sorry for some of these dudes, what they go through, and chicks just wanting more and more and more and more and more.
Peter, what are you going to do moving forward now? Have you made some decisions like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I've decided I'm going to do this from here on out after seeing the results of my actions?
Yes, I did. I mean, it would be crazy. I got to let it play out on the show because they would kill me for that. We shoot the reunion Thursday, by the way.
Ooh.
You wear Asher Watts jean jacket to the reunion?
No, man, no PR. Let me tell you about your man going on my PRPS jeans.
I love
talking about
PRPS.
acid. Yeah,
that's what I got on now.
That's all I wear.
And it's not acid wash.
And you was killing them. I was like, y'all better call Charlamagne. He's killing y'all.
Now, what about Cardi B? You ever think about smashing that?
Never. Never.
She wants one of her friends to smash you, though, and let her know how it is.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's another thing where it's like, yo, you should know how the show's edited. You know I got personality. But, anything comes out of her mouth. Boy.
So you have to give her a pass because that's her.
She's from the Bronx, baby.
She from the Bronx. She crazy.
She like dirty D guys from the Bronx, like you.
I kept y'all. You know what, man? Some of these people, boy, they should be thanking me. Season 4 and 5, I kept the show alive. Then I keep it real. Would you be watching the show if not for season 4?
Season 4. Which one was season 4?
When Peter Gunz came in the picture.
That was last season.
Season before that.
Nah, I wasn't watching it. Yeah, I'm over y'all storyline now. Though. I'm not.
You over it?
Yeah. Like because it's just
Why? He just had another baby. This is good.
But it's the same thing. It's like Tara and Amina doing the same thing. Like
he's having babies. That's how you know it's real. That ain't fake.
Yeah, it's not. He's definitely not faking that.
I want to see you do other things, like how you said with the restaurant and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You want me to clean up?
Not clean up, but I just want to see another storyline.
Okay.
Like after a while, this storyline gets just played out.
Do you feel bad and
You
protective?
stop saying it. You said that before the show came on.
Do you feel bad and protective when you see people going in on Amina and on Tara?
Yeah.
And just
You're in the
I
shade.
feel bad for Tara because right
catch
now
me
she's
on
pregnant and they are going.
They catch me
so
on
hard on her.
They catch me on the shade room, clapping back all the time. But it's out of fun. Because if I see somebody with a flaw, I gotta hurt their feelings. I gotta let these thousands of people who might see me go in and hurt their feelings. And they go in on me for that. But at the end of the day, Tara, once the baby comes, Tara's gonna look at that baby, and nothing that nobody says about Tara is gonna affect Tara.
Mm-hmm.
Tara's beautiful. She's smart. She's only guilty of falling in love with a lion.
Right.
And
This her first?
What?
Tara.
First
Tara?
Child.
They have 2 kids
they got
together
2
already.
Oh, all right.
It's our third son coming.
Yeah, they have 3 boys
Young
now.
gun.
to the building so you can take the kids to school.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Tara's it's a lot of hate on Tara, but she'll be fine.
It's crazy because I do know a lot of women in positions where they're with men that are dogging them out and having kids and doing stuff with other women. They know their men are cheating, but for some reason, it's so difficult for them.
Yeah.
And then the girls start beefing with each other, which I always think is crazy. But it is true that Tara did kind of turn from the main chick to the side chick. Because now you're married.
Well,
and
I
now
never looked at
and then
either.
Amina was going
I never
in on
looked
her.
at either one of them as a side chick, ever.
Just bring it all together, Peter Gunz, man. We're counting on you to make polygamy look okay to the masses.
Man.
You're doing a terrible job right now.
My mother told me you can be in love with 2 women, but you can never love them enough. You can never love them.
There's a lot of men that can't handle one woman. So
I mean, the same thing can be said about kids then.
Too.
Huh?
Same thing can be said about kids. If you got all these different kids and they're not at
absolutely.
home with you all the
That's
time.
wrong. That's absolutely what I'm doing is wrong. It's not financially all the time. You can sit here and say I'll take care of all of them, but if just the time,
Word up.
Right.
they need that.
Word
So
up.
no, it's absolutely wrong. It's that Angela said that it's affecting your kids. She said that at the top, and she's right. But I'm sure once they get older, none of them are gonna look back and say, "I wish you wouldn't have had me." You know what I mean? They'll figure it out.
What's up with Corey Gunz
I
now?
come from that with my father.
They might say, I wish you wasn't my daddy, but they're not going to say, I wish you didn't have me.
They won't say that either.
He takes care.
What's up with Corey Gunz?
Corey, he's working again. You know, Swiss is coming in helping Corey with his project. Says it's time to get him off the bench. You know, he's caught up in that whole
The court case still or the Cash Money stuff?
cash money stuff. The case is good. Corey, you know, got probation. He's on probation. But
Yeah, I
Corey,
heard he got
Corey
probation.
writes. He works. Corey's laid back. He's under the radar. He didn't want to do the show. It was on the table for him. Young Money is doing the show now that he probably won't. Corey's really into writing, being in the studio, playing his PlayStation, and you know he's
Did he enjoy
introvert.
doing Son of a Gun?
No, hated it with a passion. That's probably why I didn't come back on.
How did Corey Gunz get probation for a gun charge? Because in New York,
money.
that's tough.
Yeah, what lawyer did you
I
use?
thought it was
Word
like an
up.
illegal stop
Hey.
and search or
My
something.
man Xavier, it was the truth. Xavier, I mean, the best advice I got was to let him die down. You know what I mean? Some people say was trying to get us to use that to hype him up.
Right.
Xavier said the difference between you acting like he ain't Young Money and telling all his friends and y'all staying away from the court and let me drag this out for as long as I could drag it out is the difference between him sitting in jail for 3 years. So
Wow.
we
Interesting.
had to let Corey get all the way cold, but when you get all the way cold, trying to get you back on, it's not as easy as people think it is.
Right.
So, you know, but, you know, shout out to Swiss Beats. He's coming in and helping
Better than
us
being
out.
in jail.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I said. I never see people come out of there the same. And, you know, so that was it. That was it.
Wow.
Corey acted like Corey was a lone wolf. Corey's in court by himself with his lawyer, paying for his own attorney. And, you know, Young Money actually paid for the attorney.
That's great.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I tell people all the time, labels used to drop us. They paid for Corey's attorney. Corey ain't got nothing popping right now, but they make sure when he got. So, you know, so nobody can really tell me. I mean, I know they got the issues, but nobody can tell me nothing bad about Young Money.
What about your
Shout out
boss?
to all of them. Who?
You.
Which boss? Which
You
one?
still writing?
He said bars.
I got-
He said bars.
I'm dead nice, but
Well,
we.
let me hear something.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
Pete, come on, man. We got to listen, if you want to change your image, it starts now.
I got you.
Let's get some bars.
Nah, so you can say it's trash.
Yes.
I know you.
Is it
I know you.
I know you.
But I know my bars is fire.
is Amina still
Cause you like a
doing,
lot of trash up here.
is Amina still doing music? I actually ran into her at Juices for Life in Yonkers.
Yeah.
And she gave me a CD. That was like over a year ago. But is she like?
Yeah, she did. She did something. Yes,
Yeah,
Amina.
I always thought she was
Amina,
very talented.
listen. Damn, shout out to Juices for Life, kissing I love. I'm there every morning. Yeah, Amina is, and y'all might think this is not a lot coming from me, but I play a few instruments myself. I've been around a lot of musicians. Amina's probably the most talented person I've ever personally been around. As far as songwriting.
Man. It's over.
Really? My wife.
She is.
Listen, let me tell you about my wife. My wife hates Charlamagne. I'm like, that's my man. She said, you speak to him, he's not nice to me. Huh?
I'm honest.
That's Mariah Carey. She's more talented than Mariah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Peter, stop it.
Hold
All
on. No, time out.
You sound like Rich Dollars.
I think
Time
she
out.
plays
No.
instruments because she plays
Time out.
instruments.
Time out.
Stop it.
Time out. Let me finish.
Wow.
Y'all going off of voice and popularity. But I'm talking about instrument wise and songwriting wise. Just because somebody's not that person doesn't mean they. I mean, how many rappers out here you think you might have heard that you could compare to the best?
She was lip syncing the piano yesterday, though. Her hands weren't even moving, but the notes were
No, you're
playing.
wrong. I was there.
I know, I'm just playing. I don't know.
This don't like my wife. I don't know what she did to you.
No, but she
You
is.
and
She
me had
is.
something I don't know about.
Oh, Pete, I didn't want to tell you.
I
man.
knew it.
But she was in that group Black Buddafly, and I always
Yeah, her
thought,
and her sister.
she was pretty good. But do you feel like what you're doing is hindering her from her music career now, probably making her a little stifled, or does it help her express
Yeah, I can see that.
herself more?
Well, y'all might think that, but I say she got 1 million followers on Instagram. She's doing pretty well selling her music independent. And before this, she was making $100 a night in a nightclub and nothing wasn't happening. So you could look at it either way. She could still be doing that and nobody knows who she is.
True.
Or she could be doing this and she got millions and millions of followers that's just like, leave him, girl. And
She
now
could write
she
some
could leave
great
me.
songs. She could write some great songs about you.
Right, and she could leave me right now and still, you know, it depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you think fate might go. Because I argue with her fans all the time. Oh my God, you messed up a career. What career would you be referring to, sweetheart?
That's true.
You would not even know who she was if not for me.
Would you be pissed off if y'all did get divorced, God forbid, and then somebody did grab her and she became a star?
I would love that. Why would I? I mean, we got babies. I would love. Listen, if somebody told me, yo, you leave Amina, totally leave her alone, I'm gonna take her neck. I guarantee she's gonna get where she needs to go. Absolutely. As much as I love her.
What if he's gonna be dating her also? Is that?
Hey, listen. If she want that, and he want. I don't cuff nobody. Ain't no gun to nobody. This is the point I'm trying to make to y'all. No gun to nobody's head.
Right.
Nobody has to be here.
Now, lastly,
Well, actually, it's a gun in their head, though.
Peter Gunz.
Yes.
yeah. Now, this guy.
And
Now,
Gunner.
lastly,
Now Gunner's here.
are you done with kids?
Huh?
He don't know.
He's not having a
He don't know. Peter don't know.
He
I
hasn't
do
got
know.
a vasectomy.
I can't say. I do know.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's Peter Gunz. ladies
My
and
man,
gentlemen.
Peter Gunz,
Love.
man.
Appreciate
you for
y'all,
joining
man.
us.
Thank
It's the
you.
Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.